Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheep Get Sheared podcast. I'm your host, Austin Creed. I want to welcome you to the show. My friends, you know, life itself is complicated. I mean, anybody that's lived any amount of years could tell you that much. But you know what? I am sick and tired of something that's not complicated being overcomplicated by so many people. What am I talking about? Well, um, first of all, let me ask you a question. How many times have you been told, whether it's you're scrolling social media, whether it's you're talking to a loved one, whether it's you're listening in class, or you've heard this, oh, X, Y, or Z is free. This thing is free. Love is free. Education should be free. All these things. You ever heard the word free? Like, oh, let's go down to X store. They're giving out free samples, or they're giving out free this or free that. How many people in your life have told you that, oh, love should be free, we should have free healthcare, we should have free education, we should have free this and free that? How many people in here, raise of hand, have actually heard that before? I hear it all the time. Now, one is very obviously more political, and one's more obviously, a little less obviously under the surface. You would be shocked at how many times I see these goofy dudes who probably ran game 20 years ago. They want to come out and they want to say something like, what are you guys doing, man? Love is free, dude. All you gotta do is insert random garbage claim here. Oh, all you gotta do is run game. All you gotta do is just use my course. All you gotta do is this. All you have to do, or you have women on the other side of, all I want a man to do is this. Or all I want my boyfriend to do is this. All you have to do to get a woman's attention or to get a woman to be happy with you is blank. You ever heard that before? Mm-hmm. Odds are you probably have. And you know what? I'm sick of it. Because number one, you want to know the number one thing that's holding you back from living the dream in life? It's you. But not in the way that you might think. Because it's really easy for someone to say something that's mystical sounding, like, ooh, you're in your own way, ooh, and it sounds all mystical and woo-woo and everything, right? But what I mean by you're in your own way, I don't mean like there's a clone of you pushing you away from your dream. What I mean is your own limitations, the things you've been told, sometimes, most of all, by the people you love, it's just holding you back. It's giving you ideas that are based upon not facts, but upon fantasy. And even though they probably meant well, they meant to protect you, they wanted to shield you from unfortunate circumstances, or maybe they just didn't know. But nonetheless, they gave you this idea that things should be free, or that you want free things, because free equals good. The problem is this is false. If you've read books, which I hope you have, if you don't read books, you are behind. And likely uneducated. But one of the books I read was Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. And in that book, Law 40 is as follows. It says, despise the free lunch, because it is either a trap or it is trash. I added that last part in there. But the first sentence was what he said. He said, learn to despise the free lunch because it's not worth having. I would add on to that the free lunch, anything that's free, or if it's offered to you as free, number one, isn't. It's either a trap or it's trash. You get to choose which one. Sometimes it's both. But whether it's those little packets you get when you go out to fast food, or whether it's someone saying that you should be giving this away for free, or you should be getting college for free, or you should be getting love for free, or you got physical intimacy for free. None of these things are free. Just because you didn't pay money for it up front, like you didn't hand someone a credit card or hand them a debit card or a dollar bill, that doesn't mean you didn't pay for it. There are different measurements of currency. Money is the lowest form. Now, everybody needs money. We know this. But money cannot buy you more time. Money cannot buy you more energy to exude in a day. And money cannot buy you more attention. Your attention is valuable. Your energy is valuable. Your time is valuable. Let me ask you something. What do you do for a job? Most people, they go to their job 9 to 5. Maybe they have a side job. Maybe you're a younger person. Maybe you go to fast food. Maybe you work at fast food like I used to do. Maybe you used to deliver pizzas like I used to. Maybe you've worked these jobs where you trade your time, hours, for money, dollars, right? You can't trade that in reverse. You can't trade your money for more time. You can't go to God and say, hey God, so here's a couple $1 million. Can I get a couple more months of my life? No, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, hell no!
Sorry, that ain't gonna happen. Not that it couldn't happen, it can't happen. It's not possible. I wish I could tell you it is, but it's just not. Now, let's go back to it again. So you want to tell me that you get things for free, or that free things have value, but that's just false. Of course, there are people who want to sit here and tell me that, oh, Austin, just because something's free doesn't mean it's bad. It just means someone else didn't want it. Yeah, that's called bad. Have you ever heard someone handing you a gold bar? Oh, I don't want this gold bar. You take it. Here, take this free gold bar. Here, take this free diamond ring. Here, take this free information that can make you help you make $1 million business. Nobody does that. I can't remember the last time that happened. But my friends, we're gonna explore this free philosophy, which in my opinion is it's as full of holes as Swiss cheese, but we're gonna listen to it and we're gonna entertain the notion. Let's listen to it.
Love is not bounded by obligation. Love is not bounded by a quick one-night stand. Love is free. It's free. And it comes from you being you. Not from you complaining and getting people to give you attention for your problems. It comes from people feeling like sending you a message in the morning saying, I'm so fucking grateful for you. I love you. And I'm so glad you're in my life. It has no bounds. And it doesn't come transactionally. It doesn't come from obligation. It doesn't come from anything. It comes to you free-flowing and of no nature besides the nature of love. And if it's coming from something because you're complaining or doing something transactional or hooking up in a one-night stand or paying somebody extra money so that they'll do something for you, it's not love. Love.
First of all, oh man.
Oh, hell no!
Well, this is getting weird.
I wanna dive into this. There's so many places we could start. We're gonna break this down because there's so many different things I could say to this. So I'm gonna say all of it. If you want to watch it again, completely uninterrupted, you can go to this guy's channel and watch it. Or you can rewind the video and watch it. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this down piece by agonizing, scrutinizing piece. Let's do it.
Love is not bounded by obligation. Love is not bounded by a quick one-night stand. Love is free.
Okay, first of all, we need to define what the word free means. Does free mean I didn't pay you money for it? Because if that's the only definition, then their definition sucks. I hope that's not the case, but it very well could be. Let's hope it's not. Let's keep going.
It's free, and it comes from you being you.
It comes from me being me, huh? So if I'm just me, people are gonna love me. That's funny, because I seem to have tried that in my teenage years and my early 20s, and it didn't work so well for me. But maybe I just wasn't doing it right. Maybe I wasn't really being me, even though I was pretty sure I was there. I was pretty sure. For some reason, love won free. For some reason, if you're Chad McChannington, or you're Tyrone, or you're Pablo or Enrique, and you look good, or you have something going for you, apparently love is free for them. But when it comes to guys like me, when it comes to other people, apparently love costs me something. It costs me my sanity, it costs me money, it costs me opportunity cost, it costs me my energy, it costs me my time, it costs a lot, apparently, when it's me, but apparently if you're this guy, well, apparently it's supposed to be free. Oh boy.
Not from you complaining and getting people to give you attention for your problems. It comes from people feeling like sending you a message in the morning saying, I'm so fucking grateful for you. I love you. And I'm so glad you're in my life. It has no bounds.
How do you know they're not trying to get something back from you? I mean, let's just ask that question. So you mean to tell me that if somebody hits me up in the morning and just like, hi, how are you? Let's hang out today or whatever, I love you. You know, my first thought is, do they need money? Do they need something from me? No, I understand. I'm a very cynical person. I understand that. But even if you're not a cynical man like me, you really wouldn't ask that question of, first of all, it's one thing if it happens every single day. Okay, whatever. That's still arguably they're only doing that because they want something from you, whether it's your energy, your attention, they want time spent with them. Do you want them to spend money on a coffee or a drink or I don't know, a snack at Taco Bell? I don't know what they want from me, but you mean to tell me that they talk to me with no aspiration to potentially get anything? I'm not buying that. I'm really not.
And it doesn't come transactionally. It doesn't come from allegation. It doesn't come from anything. It comes to you free flowing.
Okay, first of all, no, sir, you're mistaken. Let me ask you something. How many times have you ended up in a relationship? Yes, you listening to the show. How many times have you been in a relationship and your partner was keeping track of what they did for you and then one proceeded to rub it in your face as to say, I'm doing more than you, you're not doing enough, you need to step your game up? How many of you have experienced that? A couple of you maybe? Okay, good. Because apparently that's still, you're not supposed to happen according to this guy. Me, I say that's just part of the course. First of all, if anybody ever keeps track of you like that in a romantic relationship, ring the bell. That thing's donezo. Good luck with that. That thing is gone. Thing's on life support. But again, here's the problem. When you approach it from this lane of it's free, it's supposed to be easy, it's supposed to be good, I deserve this, then you're approaching it from the wrong area. You're not entering this with the proper perspective that is required to make this work properly. Because you need to understand that this is business. Whether it's show business, whether it's romance business, this is business. You are bringing something to the table, and the other person is bringing something to the table. Let me ask you something. Would you spend time? Would you give your attention? Would you give your money? Would you give your energy to somebody who was annoying, you couldn't stand, and had no interest to see whatsoever? Would you do that? Probably not, right? Of course you wouldn't. I wouldn't. But that's supposedly free, right? Oh no. You see, it's only free when you like that person. You want something in return in the back of your brain from that person. Ooh, I want them to like me. Ooh, I want to get closer to them. Ooh, I want to have this or that, the other thing with them. That is a transaction, sir. That is not free. That is a transaction.
And of no nature besides the nature of love. And if it's coming from something because you're complaining or doing something transactional or hooking up in a one-night stand or paying somebody extra money so that they'll do something for you, it's not love.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Okay, first of all, can we establish that love is like the most overused word in the English language by far? Can we all agree on that? Okay, good. Because you want to know another reason why you're not getting your dream life? Because you're focused on goofy crap like this. Love is the most expensive luxury item of all time. But yet you have people out here trying to tell you it's supposed to be free. Like I said, when was the last time you got a free gold bar? When was the last time you got a free diamond ring? When was the last time you got a free luxury Bugatti or Ferrari car? Answer, never. So if love is the most expensive luxury item of all time, why in the blue hippity heck would it ever be free? Why? The answer is it wouldn't, because it's never been free. Nothing is free, by the way. Anytime you ever hear these socialist bums talk about how, ooh, education is free, healthcare in a lot of countries is free. No, it's not actually free. You're paying through your taxes, schmuck. So instead of paying from your front pocket, they're taking it out of your back pocket, putz. It's not actually free. But of course, because you don't walk in there and pay them $300, you think it's free. Answer, it's not free. Nothing is free. Everything costs you something. The question is whether you realize what the cost is right in that moment or not. That's the question that you have to answer. The reason you're not living your dream life is because you might be consumed with this idea of free. Like, I want to get free attention. I want to get people to give me segs for free. I want people to invest in me for free. I want people to give me opportunities for free. That is never going to happen. Never.
You lied to me.
It is never going to happen. And it shouldn't happen, because at the end of the day, how you network is you give someone an opportunity. You give somebody good faith. You give something to someone else who then sees fit to give you something in return. That is what business is. I give you money and you give me something in return. That's business. So again, anything that's worth getting, you'll never just get for free. Because that just means someone else didn't want it or nobody wanted it. My friends, I want you to live the best life you can. The problem is, people are consumed with these self-destructive ideas that are only going to get them hemmed up. Because let's play this pretend this pretend perspective for a moment. Let's pretend like you get things for free. Oh, you've had these opportunities out of nowhere. Maybe you get intimacy from women for free, right? In your mind. All it takes is for one person to suddenly knock on your door and you owe all this back payment on this loan you've been accruing. Oh, that happens. Might happen in the form of a false allegation. Might come in the form of you got an STD. Maybe it comes in the fact that you got a pregnancy. Oh yeah, all these things happen, dude. Another reason why I don't encourage men to get married, because you are basically, in effect, paying for everybody else before you. You're paying for all the mistakes of everybody else prior to you, basically. You're wiping the tab clear and closing her tab. Which I don't see what you have to gain from that, but okay. If you want to do that, you are welcome to do that. Oh, and of course she told you there was no tab. Of course she said that, because then as soon as she got married to you, she was like, I got this dude now. He can't leave now. Okay, here are all my student loans. Bam. Here's my history. Bam. Here's all my past trauma. Bam. Here's all this. Bam. And then immediately you're stuck. And you can't go anywhere now. No, not every person will do this, obviously, but it goes to prove a point. Why in the world would you want to invest in other people like that when you can invest in yourself, give yourself the water, and then you can allow yourself to give that water to people who not only will use it with a purpose, but won't treat you like you owe them, like it's your duty to give them something that you've earned. You know how sickening that is? When I listen to people on the internet talk about how they deserve something for nothing, as if they earn it because they simply exist. That attitude did not exist prior to World War II. And if it did, those people got snuffed out through natural selection real quick. My friends, I want you to live the best life you can. I want you to live that dream. But you need to sacrifice this idea that things are free or that things are easy. And who better to put this forward than one of the goats of this space, the Tate brothers. Let's talk about this. Very used to them.
Guys, if you're sitting here right now and you're praying for the Bitcoin price to go up, you're basically praying to win the lottery. Praying for a number to go up that you don't control is like praying to win the lottery. You need to have some self-control and some influence over your income. You need to be able to make money.
He makes a great point right out the gate. I forgot there's music in the background here. I don't want to get a copyright. First of all, my friends, let me ask you, do you know how to make money? Now, I know that sounds like an instant, really easy question. You might say, well, Austin, I mean, I'm not an idiot. You go to work. No, that's not making money. No, you're trading your time for money. That's not making money. Money is an idea. Money is a lot in the same way. Money works the same way that farming does. You plant the seeds, you take care of those seeds, and they grow. Doesn't happen overnight, doesn't happen in a week, happens over the course of time. And let me add you something else. Weeds grow in any environment. The bad choices, the bad seeds that you sow, the mistakes you make that you don't fix, all these things, oh, they'll grow because they can grow in the harshest climates on Earth. Cash crops like tobacco, like, I don't know, any of these cash crops out here, bananas back in the old days, citrus fruits and sugar and all these things, right? They are not going to be able to do that. They require certain climates. They require you to take attentive care. You need to realize that if you want to build this life that you want for yourself, that you have in your head, or you see on social media or whatever, it takes sacrifice. Because if anybody could do it, then everybody would be doing it and it wouldn't be an accomplishment. So I want you to realize that you're in your own way, but that's not a corny thing to say. I understand that. It's been said multiple times. But you need to take out these old ideas that were taught to you by people that didn't know any better, didn't know what they were talking about, or were trying to protect you from the harsh realities of the world with this new personal philosophy that you've developed by exposing yourself to these harsh truths, by exposing yourself to the realities of life, to these lessons you've learned, whether through other people's mistakes or through your own. And then you can forge this new life with this new fire that you have been stoked within your soul. Then you could really cook out here. But otherwise, you're cooking with embers at best, and you gotta wonder why you're not forging a weapon with which to conquer the world. Not gonna happen. My friends, I hope I encouraged you. I really, really want you to understand that I live this out. I'm talking to you, well, I'm also talking to me. I deal with this stuff too. I'm not some mega millionaire who has it all figured out. I do these things every day, and it's not easy. Like, this last week's been really hard for me. But I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to sit down here and boo-hoo and cry. We're just going to keep moving forward. We're going to learn what we can, and we're going to keep going. Who's with me? My friends, on the way out, I encourage you to question everything you heard today. Do your own research. Never just take things for granted. If you want to know more about how I got here, what my personal philosophy is the Biblical Bachelor. If you want to pick that up, you're welcome to do it. You don't have to. You can develop your own. You don't need to listen to mine, but if you want to hear mine, it's all in there. Or you can watch any of the number of shows I've done on this topic and multiple others. My friends, I hope to see you next time. I appreciate you. I'm out. Peace.